Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Mario Kart Wii, which if you've never played it before, then all I can really say is lucky you. It's basically a racing game. So anyway, at the start here, you basically push the A button, choose your profile, you've got options and that. You can put the Mario Kart channel on your thing if you want to. That's just basically for like viewing competitions and friend codes and stuff. So as I say, you can put it on the Wii menu if you want to. But just to explain my comment about the lucky you, personally I hate this game. I really do. I think it's the worst Mario Kart game ever made, and I just personally don't like it. It's just me. I know I'll get flamed for it, but no worse than the first time I've done the review of this, so I don't really care. I'll still explain it though. Basically, you've got obviously 4 players. You can play online with 2 people, and it's up to 12 people. So it's, at least that's good that you can have a guest, because obviously those who like it, then it's a good option. Basically though, one player modes, you just basically got Grand Prix, Time Trial. You can go on the versus races and the battle modes. I'll explain them all in a little bit, but Grand Prix I'll just go on for first. Obviously you've got 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, they can unlock mirror modes or standard stuff. Basically it's karts only for the first one, bikes only for the second one, and then karts and bikes for the others, but you can unlock the ability to have karts and bikes on them, so that's cool. I'll start by showing off a bike, and I'll just choose Luigi here, just simply to annoy my brother, because that's who he always is and no one ever gets a chance to play as him. So you can then choose between automatic drift and manual drift. Basically the only difference is obviously you have to hold down a button when you drift and do directions if you want to do directions, stuff like that. Otherwise the automatic, it just pretty much drifts around the corner on its own, but you can't get the turbos. So, in case you've never played a Mario Kart game before in your life, the whole point is, as I say, it's a racing game and you've got to win the race. You can get zany items, which is one of the things I don't like about this one, because there's too many power weapons. There's also now 12 races instead of 8 races, which again means too many power items are going off. It can get to the point where it's blue shell, lightning, blooper, power block, blue shell, lightning, power block. And for those who don't know what to do, basically a blue shell flies across the screen and hits player 1. They used to hit everyone on the track, and instead of flying, and now they just hit player 1 and anyone who's around him. So also one of the things I don't like about the blue shells, I know that was changed with the GameCube one, but kinda doesn't make sense. The power blocks basically shake the ground up and everything. Lightning shrinks everyone and makes them slow, with the exception of the person who used it. Blooper covers people's screens in ink so that you can't see. So when you've got those 4 things happening all at once, then the game can be a nightmare to play, and some races you might as well not even bother playing, because it's literally 10 seconds of driving maximum before you get hit. This one though, you can also do little stunts. Basically on the GameCube pad you touch the D-pad to do it, on the Wii remotes and that you shake them. I personally use a GameCube controller because, well, I enjoy playing the game and actually trying to win, and I honestly don't think you can do that with the others. I know some people can, and for them they're obviously better at using the Wii remote than me. Me though, personally, I prefer tried and tested. Right, so here's the battle mode then. Basically you get the standard battle mode, which is the balloon battle where you hit people and then they die, and then you get the coin battle mode where obviously you've got to get the most coins and that. The reason I don't like the battle mode on this one is because it's all team based. There's no single like one on all type thing, where I've personally preferred the battle mode like that. I've never liked any team modes on it because I don't think team modes work. So that's one of the things I dislike about it. There's 12 stages to play on it though, so again, if you're a fan of team battle modes, if you've played it around a mate and never knew much about it, then there's 12 different stages, so there's at least that, because there's 6 new ones and 6 old ones. Back to the racing, there's basically 8 Grand Prix, 4 new ones, 4 old ones. Obviously you've got some of the classic tracks. That was something that was started with the DS version, and I do think that's great, but I personally think the track list on this game is terrible. Not only are the old tracks, I think, some of the worst they could have chosen, I think the new tracks are all samey, bland and boring. There's very few from Galaxy or anything, whereas like there's tons pretty much with the Sunshine theme on it, so that makes you wonder why bother doing all the Sunshine themes, because Sunshine was pretty much universally hated as well. So just loads of different things like that though, that I personally think makes this, as I say, the worst Mario Kart game around. Even my brother, who's played the hell out of it and unlocked everything, pretty much hates it.
Yep.
So anyway, this is basically the online when you're waiting to join a game and that. You do get to watch the other players race. The online's pretty much the only plus side to the game. If you like the game, then from the experiences that I've had and that other people have had, the online's pretty much lag 3, so you've at least got that to like not ruin the game. versus races and stuff, as I was saying, just basically that's what you've got on this, and versus races just like custom rules and that, so you can change weapon frequency and that. But unfortunately, you can't just select certain weapons to have off. If you could, like with Smash Bros, then I think the game would be fantastic, because there'll be 3 weapons I'd switch off straight away. But instead, you can just choose to have more power weapons or less power weapons. But less power weapons even gets rid of some of the more useful ones, and gets rid of the full power weapons completely, which is the type of thing that I don't want completely rid of them. I just want their frequency to be down, because as I say, with 12 people it can get to beyond a joke with trying to play.
I find my biggest disappointment with this game is just the fact that it was overhyped. It was hyped up as the amazing Mario Kart that everybody's been waiting for, and after how wonderfully brilliant the DS version was, I was really looking forward to this game, and having played it, I was gutted. Absolutely gutted, because it's just not right.
Yeah, I'd say the same, that it's not right. They've changed too many things about it, and it's one of them things that I suppose casuals who've never played the game before aren't going to notice, and maybe that's what it was for, just to get people into it. But I personally think they should have stuck with the tried and tested formula, and I've been disappointed with it because they didn't. You can play battle modes online, that's pretty much the only thing I've got really left to mention, other than that graphically it looks gorgeous, I've got to admit that, and that, well, musically it's pretty much standard Mario Kart music, really.
Yeah, the biggest problem I find is you're better off being lucky than good.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Luck factors into this game a lot more, doesn't it? A
lucky player will beat a good player more times than enough, because all you have to be is lucky enough to get the weapons when you're in last place, and you'll win.
Yeah, me and my mates used to play this game a lot. This is actually the shortest amount I've ever played a Mario Kart game, 8 hours. Even though I didn't like Double Dash, I must have racked up about 200 hours on it. And it's one of them things that my mates would come round when this came out, we'd all play it, and the same person would never finish first twice in a row. Every race it was just wildly out of control. You'd finish first, then you'd finish 9th, you'd finish 9th, then you'd finish 3rd, you'd finish 3rd, then you'd finish dead last. There was absolutely no consistency to it, and that's one of the things that we pretty much all hated, because instead of at the end of the race all congratulating each other for being really well, it was a case of all arguing over who got screwed over the most. Did you see what Peach done to us there? Aye, knocked us off the course, got hit with a blue shell, etc, etc, and we just didn't find the game fun. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.